Hey community, super excited to launch this tool now. MS Square D, MuleSoft Asset Agentic Asset Designer, where we will be able to do a design first approach or introduce a design first approach to MCP servers um, in three types. So you can have already a MCP server implemented with HTTP streamable endpoint. You can import the design and really then maintain the design here, convert existing OpenAPI spec to MCP, not only one, but multiple, and design even MCP servers from scratch. This will include the download of the specification. So if you have your own MCP registry and not MuleSoft, you can publish it there. If you have a MuleSoft registry, you can directly download from here or upload in MuleSoft or use the publish to exchange feature we have, where you can just push your MCP design specs to Anypoint Exchange. It's a secure mocking service, which is also included. So you can, every design you are creating here has a mocking service, which allows you to create different scenarios, realistic scenarios, do your endpoint testing, and whatever you want to do, you can do it using the design already. Additionally, this is something which will evolve the agent card design. A small capability for now, not much extended. But beside that, we have also compliance and rules. Some out of the box compliance and rules are added, which are active by organization from the beginning. And they check basically on the quality aspect of the MCP server design as well as the card design. You can inactivate or modify them a little bit. Yeah, so that's it. We are also following these how many users we have globally. So let's hope this will be a success. And how to sign in or getting started, you get started, enter your organization name, email, and password, and then you sign up. If you already have an account, you can directly sign in. Let me go into one. I hope I don't have any content created there. So let's go in and see. Okay, so I even need my credentials for Anypoint, and this is important. Let's start directly from here. So you need to provide what is your Anypoint environment. If you are on an EU plane, you can provide it here or any other specific plane. Um, yeah, so this is basically my username and my password to, oops, my password to publish the assets. I can save it here, and that's what I have already done. So that's good. So now let's go back to dashboard, and I hope this message is gone. Yeah, so you see my current MCP server. Let's delete and start from the beginning. So how you get started? The easiest way is to, if you have already a MCP server, you can import it from URL. You have OpenAPI spec or create from scratch. Let's go with the first one. Import from URL. I have here a demo server, which has few tools in it. I can also decide if I want to publish any type of, or if I want to add any type of authentication to access the server. So this is not needed in this case. So you see immediately the server is created. We have three tools, and we have a endpoint, which is a mocking endpoint. The mock service is also available, right? So I have three tools here, and let's experiment using Postman here, where you can say, okay, I want to do this, and oh, sorry, this is the wrong one. I want to create a MCP request, connect, and you see directly the three tools we have here on the server. The cool thing is immediately you can disable a tool, it will disappear, right? So it's really for you as a AI developer, testing purposes. You can design and use these tools how you would like to use it. And if you want to modify anything, it shows you the input schema in JSON, but it's here all in a no-code fashion. So this is also, I think, very nice. And additionally, for each tool, you can define mocking scenarios. Why this is important? So when you're building your agentic architecture, you need to have MCP in place, which is fully connected to your back-end systems and so on. In this case, we are giving you a possibility to evaluate and POC your agents you want to build in an early stage, test the semantic first, and later on you can do the implementation of the MCP server. But get, maybe if you want to have budget approval, you can use these mocking scenarios to do realistic presentation, or just test out few things, and then implement later on in detail or execute in parallel. So let's see how this works. So currently when I am on, let's go on a get inventory, and I enter mule test 0, you will see there's a generic answer, right? With this generic answer, agent cannot do anything, but I can start creating here, let's say material number. This is my input. So I enter if material number equals mule test 0. I can say available quantity is like this. And if it's not mule test 0, I can also define default answer, which is 1000, like this. And if I go about it, you see it immediately takes it. And if I change it, you see it turns back. And the cool thing about it is I can immediately paste this URL to agent playground. I think we shared this in the past, this tool, where you have here MCP playground agent tooling. And I can add it here, let's say mock, we add it here, add the server, you will see it will get the tools. And now what I can do is I can ask here a question. So check inventory for mule test 1. It should, when it goes there, reply with 0, not 0, 1000. You see, this is exactly the thing which we queried. And if I go about mule test 0, it should come back with this larger number starting with 6. And that's basically where how easily you have just created an MCP mock with different tool scenarios, so the agent is capable of understanding the semantics behind the MCP server. So let's go back. So that's number one, right? And if you want, you can add security on top of it. You can enable security auto generate here a header BIRA token, safe authentication. And if I do it again here, try to connect, it will fail. So it says I cannot connect. You can go here, not basic out, BIRA, enter the token, connect, and here you are back again. So this is how things are working. Of course, in your agent, you need to provide the possibility to connect as well. This agent tooling doesn't have it. So if I write now a query, it will fail, of course. Let's do it actually. It shouldn't be able to access the server anymore because it's now secured with authentication. So you can see already what you can do. You can do much more things. So it will now struggle a bit because it's not able to connect to the MCP server. And once it returns, it should show the error message. So it comes back just with this HTTP error. So probably the error handling in this agent playground is not very well shaped. But regardless, so this is how you can build MCP server. And if you want to publish from here, you can go to your Exchange environment, copy your org ID, which starts with F, and this is the same, my org MCP test. I publish it here, and once it's published, it also remembers it is published. So next time you change this, maybe add a new tool. So let's add a new tool. We add one more tool, get product info, whatever, that's okay. I add this tool. I have 4 tools, and if I want to publish back again, it remembers, so I can say this is version 2, right? And publish then again. So it will publish the same asset with the new version in Exchange. So if I log in into my account, no, that's not the right one. Let me go out again, and we take this one. And here under Exchange, I should see my server, or at least the definition. So import from URL, you can see we have here details and tools, currently 3, and the other version is not yet here. So it takes some time once the latest version is also published. Okay. So regardless, you can see already what is possible. You can also try out the Open API spec, or completely from scratch is the same behavior. One thing to mention is the compliance side. So these are the rules I was mentioning. In order to have good design for MCP, we have defined some types of rules on the tool naming, length, description length, property names, property description, mocking scenarios, minimum. These types of things are defined here, so you can see exactly what issues exist, what has been found. If you want to configure those, you can go to design rule and disable the ones you don't need. And see, this doesn't make sense. So your MCP server is compliant. Yeah. So that's it. If you have any type of feature suggestion or bug reporting, you will see from here you can go to the documentation side. And on the documentation side, there's a GitHub link. So this is not open sourced yet. Yeah, so we have created a separate repository to manage the issues, create an issue, feature request, submit it, tag me or Rodrigo, who has been contributing here as well. So it has been created by myself and Rodrigo Torres. You have our links here. Feel free to connect with us, and yeah, looking forward to your feedback. Also, any type of improvement on the documentation, let us know. Thanks a lot.